Hindsight is 2020. I'm Sally Perkins. This is my colleague Julie Kratz. I'm a professional storyteller featuring right now a story called Digging in Their Heels, a story about how women won the right to vote. Of course, that happened in 1920, but indeed not every woman was really able to vote until the Voting Rights Act was passed in 1965. That's part of the past. Julie, you work with the present, though. Tell us what you do.
Yeah, well, it is so fun to partner with a special friend and ally like Sally. Her message is so important, and I have seen her performance, and it is truly riveting. As someone that studied women's studies, in my career even, I learned so many new things. So my work is about gender equality in the workplace. In fact, overall diversity and inclusion. I speak and train organizations on how to develop leaders that are truly inclusive, that are promoting spaces where equality can truly thrive. And this message of 2020 is really important to me. I think 2020 is the year of the ally, that we're going to lead like allies, but with your message focused backward on what we can learn from our history to propel us forward. So as we were comparing notes, as we do from time to time, we saw so many similarities in our work. And really in distilling it to kind of three key messages we want to educate you on in this next three-part series. So what are those perspectives?
Well, we were talking a bit about what are some of the lessons that were learned from the women's suffrage movement. And of course, there are thousands of lessons that we can learn from that long battle for the vote. But three things in particular that I think we'll focus on. One is the necessity to endure. It was a 72-year movement. We're not going to turn the Titanic around overnight. It takes endurance. The second lesson that we'll explore a little bit was the notion that gender can never be separated from issues of race or other markers of diversity. These two things have to be talked about together and worked out together. And the third lesson that comes from the suffrage movement, in my mind, has to do with how we deal with the distractions from these issues of diversity. I'm sure that's true in the workplace. It was certainly true that in the suffrage movement, there were many distractions over the years to continue the fight for the vote.
So many parallels in what she just shared about our history that I see in pockets and corners of every organization that I'm working with on the future of equality and diversity. So we hope that you'll stay tuned as a part of this series. You can follow us and find me, Julie Kratz, at nextpivotpoint.com. And be sure to check out Sally's information about her upcoming performances as well.
Look for sallyperkins.net, where you'll find information about digging in their heels.
Excellent.